one to get it done because of the situation, and here it is, a ground ball up the middle by a diving tuck, the shortstop, and that will put Upstate on the board first. Dana Landers all the way around to third on a couple of wild pitches past ball type situation. Third just a moment ago. Here's the 2-0. This one's chopped off the glove of the third baseman. It's a fair ball. This will score Robinson easily. Barnes is going to stop at third. Cheyenne Griffin coasts into second, and she has a pair of RBIs. She's responsible for both Upstate runs as they've doubled the lead. It's 2-0. Not the only Fred T. Ford product for Upstate. Back around to the top of the order, and Robinson and company. Here's a hard grounder, going to hop over the glove of Tuck at short. Greason, with all her speed, will streak home, and the birthday girl tomorrow will now have a run today as a memory, in which she is not allowed a hit when she got that one a weekend ago. Here's strike three, and Miller overpowers you, goes back to the off speed, and then rises the level, propping those plaques up all over campus. Here's strike three. Anna Miller led off the grounded out, flown out, and in the middle was intentionally walked and scored a run. She has her first knock, and it's a big one for Upstate. Robinson drives in one. They'll send the trailing runner Shadow. She scores as well. Both the pinch runner, Allie Schneider, and the catcher, Aaron Shaddle, come home. Three more to close things out. Here's the 5-0, 3-0 pitch, and it's outside. Make it 6-0 as Rector comes home to score. She has a double, a single.
Being able to win in both levels is probably the most impressive thing.
There's strike three, takes care of Dee Piazza, and the Spartans now 1 out away from victory. The shutout as here's a ground ball to short. They're going to go the short route to second base. Kiefer to Landers. That will retire Brown on the force, and the ball game is over. The Upstate Spartans have improved to 19-0. They have swept the opening weekend of the Atlantic Sun Conference slate, and here's the final out of this Sunday afternoon as we congratulate head coach Chris Hawkins on his 700th career victory. Shelly Robinson with a big opening weekend of the conference slate comes up with a trio of home runs and 8 RBIs to go along with some timely hits. And Shelly, you had a big one to open things up here on the closing day of the opening weekend. Talk about how well you were seeing the softball in the first weekend of the conference season.
Well, first of all, I just have to give all the glory to God because without him, I wouldn't be here. But it was a good first weekend for us, and I'm very proud of the team and that we were able to come out here and get the first 3 wins. You mentioned the team. There's always a new contributor, it seems like, every day or every night when you play. Talk about this team and what's allowed you to pick up 19 wins now to begin the season. It's great. I mean, if somebody's not hitting, the rest of the team is hitting for them. And our defense is top-notch. We work very hard on that, and we have good coaching. So I'm very excited for this year.
Pitching staff's not bad as well, and when you can go out there knowing you only got to score a handful of runs with the way they pitch, it has to ease the pressure on you as a hitter a little bit.
Absolutely. Just to have that confidence in them and just know that they're going to go out there and get the job done it's relaxing.
Chris Hawkins, your head coach, picks up his 700th win today. Talk about what Coach Hawkins means to you guys as players.
He's a great guy. He works really hard for us, and he does a lot for the team, and I'm just really happy for him that he could get this milestone.
Shelly, it's a privilege to watch you play. We look forward to the rest of the season, and congratulations on a big opening weekend in the conference.
Thank you.
Shelly Robinson, her thoughts after the Spartans sweep the Jacksonville Dolphins to open 2014's conference slate. Coach Hawkins picks up his 700th career victory at the helm of the USC Upstate program. Happens on a shutout with solid pitching, flawless defense, and enough offense to get it done. That's kind of been the recipe the entire time you've been here, and it's led to 700 wins, Coach.
Yeah, a long time ago I started doing this, probably about 20 years ago, and never envisioned Division I, playing against SEC, ACC schools, having a competitive team like we do now. So it is a big honor for me to have the players, and especially the coaches, Coach Pat, Coach Pauly, Coach Dyke. They are unbelievable. They prepare this team, and you know, I'm just a vessel out here trying to manage the game, but there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes with the type of athletes we get, the coaches that we have here. So it's all because of them. I'm living a good life. I'm going to work every day, and my hobby is my job, and I couldn't ask for anything else.
Coach, I know you don't like to take a lot of time talking about yourself. I'll ask you one more question personally, and then we'll turn our attention to the softball. You were a Hall of Fame player here, You experienced being drafted by the Houston Astros. We know going to the NCAA tournament last year. Where does this 700th win stack up in you when it comes to memories here at Upstate?
Well, it's probably one. Physical ability I had in college, so that was just what I had. But to be able to motivate, manage, drive, recruit, to get a whole organization on the same page for this many years, going through all the wars you have to go through at USC Upstate, to be competitive, this is probably on top. After me getting married to my wife Angie, this is it.
A life moment for Chris Hawkins, his 700th win. Let's turn our attention to your girls. They were able to sweep the opening weekend of the conference season, take down the Dolphins on 3 occasions. It was 3 different games, but each time you came out on top.
Yeah, they're a good team. They beat North Carolina twice, hard to do, DePaul. They played a lot of good competition, and I was expecting a battle, which we got. And, you know, our pitching holding us in the game, and obviously defense is what we do. So longer we're staying together, we're going to break out hitting because, I mean, we got too many people up and down the lineup that can step up and get it done. And, you know, we knew they were probably going to stay away from Shelley today, so we put her in a leadoff spot. Okay, Walker, we'll put her on base, and we'll go from there. And, we're a good team right now. I feel good. We got a lot of things to accomplish, but to start off 3-0 in the ASUN, which is an extremely tough conference, is very pleasing.
And now you head on the road back in the ACC, a trip to Raleigh and then to Chapel Hill. Another big week coming up for you this week.
Yeah, we got North Carolina State on Wednesday, a doubleheader, and North Carolina on Thursday, a single game. And we're going to take the same approach we always do. We don't care who's on the other side and what the uniform says. All we do is worry about ourselves. And if we can stay on that road, we should be okay.
Congratulations, Coach, on another big weekend, and enjoy that cake for your 700th win.
All right, thank you very much.
Coach Hawkins' win number as impressive as his winning percentage. Nearly 3/4 of the time when he sends a group of ladies out onto the field, they come back to the dugout victorious. Another big day in Upstate history as Coach Hawkins and his crew improves to 19-0. You can follow this team all throughout 2014 on UpstateSpartans.com.